What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, on another special vid. If you haven't already, make sure you guys go and tune in to my full entire sneaker collection video. That thing just dropped. It's the last video. Just go back, go and see it. If you have already seen it, blessings to you, an hour and 36 minutes. So go get some popcorn, get something to drink, something to sip on, something to smoke on, whatever you gotta go do, because it's a long one, man. But today, guys, we have the top 10 sneakers of 2020. That's right. Today's video is sponsored by Manscape, and I gotta say, man, I had a fabulous Christmas out there thanks to Manscape and their new performance package. Their performance package comes with various sets of goodies for your ball sack, you feel what I'm saying? Jingle balls, jingle all the way. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, and right now you guys can use the code TONYD to get 20% off plus free shipping and 2 free gifts. That's 2. There's 2. In the performance package, though, you already know you're gonna get that lawnmower 3.0. And man, oh man, is this not a soothing sound? You know what I'm saying? You hear it? Get all those furs off you feel me? Waterproof and cordless. Also featuring advanced skin-safe technology that will reduce nicks and cuts on your most sensitive areas. I have yet to have one, trust me. Also, you get a cool little, little light to go down below once you get in that cave. You mean, you get little dark areas, that light will brighten things up. You will also get the crop preserver ball deodorant as well as the ball toner. You know what I'm saying? A long day. I've been chilling today. I've been doing my thing already today. You feel me? So I'm just gonna go ahead and just. Hey, woo, smelling like roses. The new product is the Weed Whacker, which will feature 360 rotation going on in your nose. Get all them hairs out there. That trim. We're bringing you down low and starting to bring you up here, because there is a lot of extras and extra goodies out there that Manscaped has to offer. And like I stated, they're bringing things up here as well. Up here to the face, up here to the fingernails. We have a new Shears 2.0 nail kit right here on deck, which features 6 items. One of them, as you can see, is missing, which was the scissors that I had to go do some trim. And you got here some fingernail clippers, you got some tweezers, as well as, something for the nails as well, sharpening. And definitely the bang for the buck are the 2 free gifts you guys will get when using the code TONYD. That is the Shed traveling bag and the anti-chafing boxer briefs. These things, like I stated before, make your balls feel great. No chafing, silky smooth. I could literally just own Manscaped drawers and be good to go. Stretchy, silky smooth, feels good. After washing them, still good to go. Definitely something to check out, man. And then you got the Shed. Travel as you go. Put all your stuff in the goodie bag and you're ready to maneuver. Use the code TONYD, get 20% off on your order and 2 free items and free shipping. Huge shout out to Manscaped once again. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. 2020 was actually a really dope year in sneakers, in my opinion. It wasn't boring at all. I don't know if it was the fact that we've been stuck in the house and all we could do was really pay attention to the sneakers, to each and every single one, or I just think it was a good year overall. Just a lot of different stuff, a lot of classics, a lot of bit of everything, you feel me? And I have to pay some respect to a few honorable mentions that did not make that top 10 list. The first one being the Grateful Dead Dunk. I think this collab was extremely clean, extremely dope, and I still think that we have yet to see all of them. I think there's a couple other colorways that have not dropped yet, so I think going into 2021, we might actually see some more of those. That fur, man, straight Gilligan's Island nut sacks on the uppers, the quality, the feeling, the fullness, everything about it. The fact that Nike went that far for that shoe to get that type of material, to get that kind of panda neck, grizzly bear under armpit, man, it's just A1 steak sauce. So I want to say, man, I'm looking forward to what they can do with this in 2021 and hopefully give us some more colorways, because there's more colors that are left. If you're gonna do one bear, you gotta do them all. If you they did 2, 3 bears, you gotta do them all, man. You gotta do them all. Next up is the Cactus Flea Market. I always say this wrong. I think I said it right. Cactus Flea Market Dunk. This thing is bedazzled out. I think there's like one colorway that dropped or two colorways. I know there's the all white with the regular diamonds on that thing. Diamonds on me dancing, bedazzled. I am not really a big fan of this shoe, but this shoe actually hit pretty well with a lot of people out there. It surprised me as many people actually wanted to go and jump on board and get this. However, it was a very, very, very exclusive limited drop that I don't see that many people get. But I do think that Dunk showed out this year, and this is one of the top dunks, but it's not top enough to make it to the list. Then we have a collaboration with New Balance, the Aimé Leon Dior New Balance. I have no clue about the person that they collabed with, but the shoe itself, a very basic vintage model with that throw of vintage on top. The collaboration really brought out some type of 90s, almost maybe even 80s essence to the New Balance. And New Balance really did a lot of bangers this year, man. However, I don't think they made the list. I will say though, that New Balance definitely was one of the most improved brands of 2021, bringing in different basketball stuff, old school stuff like this classic right here, and bringing it back. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in 2021, just off that. And last but not least is the ISPA Road Warrior. Now, this shoe retails, I think, at $400. I talked about this, I think, last week on the Sleeper Keep. A ridiculous, insane price point, but the technology, the look, it just seems futuristic. And what Nike did is something I have not seen them do yet for quite some time, and that's just innovate far, far, far and beyond. The ISPA brand, the ISPA co-brand, whatever you want to call it, when the word ISPA is thrown on a Nike shoe, it tends to go far and beyond what Nike is currently doing. That's why I got the 720 ISPAs. The 270 ISPAs was also dope as well. This Road Warrior is not the best looking shoe in my opinion, but I like what Nike did, and he even caught the eye of Kanye. He posted this shoe on his, I think, Twitter or Instagram, or I think it was on Twitter or something like that. And I think for that reason, I mean, I got to give it up to Nike. Honorable mention. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do later with this shoe, but at the same time, that price point, I ain't copping. All right, guys, so let's get straight into it. At number 10, guys, we have the Jordan 1 J Balvin. The Jordan 1 J Balvin released on December 8th at a retail price point of $190. The reason why it's on this list is not really because of the release itself, but because of the hype that was brought forth behind it. I remember seeing this shoe months before it released. I remember Harrison Neville pulling it out in a sneaker battle. I think Harrison or Kais, one of them pulled it out one to another, something of that matter. I've been seeing this shoe, I think, since what? August, September, you feel what I'm saying? And just the fact that Jordan Brand collaborated with another artist on the Jordan 1. We haven't seen something of that magnitude since, you know, Virgil with the OffWhite, and that's been quite some time as well. But the way they did it with J Balvin, you know what I'm saying, is insane. The colors, the design, the cut patterns, the patches, it just seemed like they gave the man full creativity to do what he wanted to do with that shoe. And the J Balvin itself not being one of the greatest ones I've ever seen, and a little too much colorful for me, it resonated with everyone a lot. Like, this shoe would be on a lot of people's top 10s, I think, just in my opinion. And I had to give it respect for that reasoning, you know what I'm saying? I had to put it on the list because a lot of people love this shoe, a lot of people like this shoe, a lot of people actually cop this shoe. The resale on this shoe was like around $1,200, and then when it dropped, it's now sitting at around $400. And I honestly expect that thing to go back up over time. It's a collab on a 1. You don't get that many of those. So for that reasoning, the J Balvin, I hope I'm saying his name right, man. December 9th, 190, number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Yeezy Quantum Basketball. The Yeezy Quantum Basketball released on February 16th in a lifestyle and a performance model. The retail price point was $250. It featured the Boost. It featured the alien orangutan neck bone chili sauce Quasimodo patterning around the whole entire shoe. I honestly love this shoe a lot, and it goes on a higher number in my personal pickups of 2020. But one of the reasons why I put it so low, at number 9 on the list, is because we've seen this shoe since what, 2017, 18? The shoe's been teased for such a long time, and we are finally now getting our hands on it. We'll see very similar type of ordeals or feelings, I guess, once those Yeezy 451s or 450s, whatever they call, release. You know, we've been seeing those and been teased those for such a long time, and they still have not released. It was the same thing when it came to these Quantums. We were just teased and teased and teased and teased. And then finally when we got it, we were hyped. I was hyped and I loved it. But it was like, damn, like I had blue balls already and exploded. You feel me? So it is what it is. However, I would not let that take it away from it not being on the top 10 list of sneakers that released in 2020. Yeezy Quantum basketball, number 9. Coming in at number 8, the Jordan 5 OffWhite. The Jordan 5 OffWhite. Now, we're putting the black and the cell pair in this one. I'm not going to split them up. I'm putting them together, okay? Sue me. The original, the black, it released back in February of 2020 this year. And this one releasing on October 29th later this year, recently, you know what I'm saying? Retail price point, $225. OffWhite still reigning supreme, still bringing the heat, still bringing the bangers. They did a phenomenal job when it came to the OffWhite 5, in my personal opinion. I love the shoe, I love the materials used, I love the quality, the craftsmanship, and everything about it. No complaints, you know what I'm saying? OffWhite still bringing the bangers. The brand itself, it seems like there's less people wearing OffWhite, their brand, but the shoes are still banging. Let me rephrase that because I don't want to say it in the wrong way. The hype that was going around, everyone being a hype beast and rocking OffWhite and buying OffWhite and all that, right? That has seemed to somewhat plateau or slowing out the hype around the OffWhite clothing line. The shoes themselves, I still see them banging out. I still see them doing their thug thizzle. It is what it is, you feel me? The OffWhite branding when it comes to the Nike collabs and the Jordan collabs are still hitting. Now, as far as the OffWhite clothing, I don't even buy it, so I don't even know. But seeing these hypebeast kids run around rocking the Supreme Louis Vuitton collab, the LVs, and you know, I said the same thing twice, but you get what I'm saying, the OffWhite and all that, I don't see much of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I do see this still banging out. For that reason, the OffWhite collab, the Jordan 5 OffWhite collab in general, gotta put that one at number 8, man. Coming in at number 7, guys, the Yeezy Foam Runner. The Yeezy Foam Runner retailing at $75, releasing June 26th. Some people will say it's a slide, some people say it's a sandal slide, slipper, whatever you want to call it. I think it still qualifies as a sneaker. I actually was able to try these on. I think Kais had them in a pair 10. I think Kais had a size 10 of something of that matter. And they fit pretty well for me being an 8.5, 9. I could actually fit it pretty well. And the shoe itself was extremely comfortable. I cannot lie, like, I don't know what I initially said about the shoe. I don't think I downed it or played it off or said anything really bad. I think I said I liked it. The $75 price point for what you get, I definitely say I can see some value in it. Right now, these things are going up for the 400s, the 500s, and up to even 600 right now. I think actually, I'm looking at it right now. You can sell for $689 on StockX size 11. And you could buy it for $391. That's the lowest price for size 4. The Foam Runner, I'm looking forward to seeing more of these releasing in 2021, and I would love to have a pair in the collection as a everyday foam runner. I have to put it high on the list because it's something different, once again, that Kanye brought to us, man, and the innovation that was brought to us upon Yeezy, I gotta give it salute when it's due. And that shoe was innovative, it was different, and it's very, very comfortable. So call it what you want. I gotta put it at number 7, man. The Yeezy Foam Runner, it did its thing. Coming in at number 6, we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Travis Scott. The Nike SB Dunk Low Travis Scott released on February 29th at a retail price point of $150. Definitely feel like a long time, and it's almost like a shoe that I somewhat almost forgot released this year. It felt like quite some time. Like, can I be 100? Travis Scott had a phenomenal year last year in 2019. 2020, he still brought the heat. I just feel like it didn't hit like the same. I don't know. I'm not saying it fell off in any shape or form. Don't get me wrong. Travis Scott did his thug thizzle, man. But we didn't see. We got the Dunk Lows. Did we get a pair of the Air Force Ones? I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Get the pair of the Air Force Ones or not. I'm just thinking, what else is there that he released this year? It's been kind of quiet besides that Dunk. I feel like it was the Air Force One, I think. That might have been last year, though, because it's not on this list. He has 4s, 6s, 1s, Dunks now. Air Force One, Air Force One, Air Force One. Oh, it was the PlayStations. That's what it was that was bringing them back. That was the real banger, but that wasn't even an actual shoe. I still think that Travis Scott has a lot to do in 2021. I think Nike's not done with them. They know. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they had Drake and they did the OVO 8s, the OVO 10s? I think they still got some more when it comes to Travis Scott. We've seen those ones. We've seen sixes of different colors and whatnot. So I'm expecting to see more of that moving forward in 2021. The Dunk Low though, I think it was a good shoe. It really wasn't like something that I needed or I really wanted, but I wouldn't have mind getting it. So with that being said, I have to give it respect though, because it was a banger of a dunk and people wanted it. And it having that little underneath stuff was dope as well. I have to give it respect when respect was due. It released in February, beginning of the year, and it still held on throughout 2020 as being one of the top releases and people wanting them, you know, of 2020. Coming in at number 5, we have the Nike SB Low Chunky Dunky. The Nike SB Low Chunky Dunky released on May 26th at a retail price point of $100. The Chunky Dunky was the dunk of the year. Was the dunk of the year. You feel what I'm saying? There was so many dunks that released this year. I know there's like the New Loves. You had the Skunks, the Verse Skunks dropped, I think. The Veneers, the Travis Scotts we just talked about, the Grateful Dead. But the Chunky Dunky, it just hit different. Ben & Jerry's in that collaboration just hit different. The shoe itself looked insane. It looked crazy. It was wild. The special packaging, the whole special friends and family packaging or whatever that came with the bowl and the spoon and all that, it was just a whole bunch of hype involved in that shoe, and it held on. I mean, the thing is going for, I think, $1,000 now to this depth. How much? Chunky Dunky Lows are going for $1,000 right now if you want to cop. $1,200. With the special box, you're paying $1,700. The Chunky Dunky has held its weight. It released earlier in the year, released in May, you know, halfway through the year, and it held on through the rankings, and it banged out. The SB Dunk this year did phenomenal as far as releases, multiple releases. One itself that I actually have to unbox that I'm looking forward to, and the Chunky Dunky, though, it reigned supreme. I won't say that in my personal opinion it was the best colorway that came out, because in my opinion, the best, my favorite, I'll say my favorite, not the best, my favorite was probably one of the Grateful Deads. The Grateful Deads is one of my favorite that released this year. And possibly the one I just recently picked up that you'll probably see a little bit later on. But the Chunky Dunky just hit different for everybody. As far as the sneaker community, the sneaker culture, that shoe itself that's the dunk of the year. The Chunky Dunky. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jordan 1 Dior. I love how that rhymes. The Jordan 1 Dior released on, what was that, April 6, 2020 at a retail price point of $2,000. It's number 4 for me, maybe number 1 for a lot of y'all, number 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. I had to push it back a little bit to number 4 because, I mean, it was one of the best shoes, but it's probably also one of the least acquirable shoes. Like, I feel like in these top 10s, you have to be able to somehow be able to acquire it, you know, in some shape or form. Like, and I'm not saying acquire it because it's limited, but acquire it because I'm not spending $2,000 on them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, if I'm spending $2,000 on that shoe, I'm flipping it, bro. I'm not wearing it for $2,000. I'm sorry. If I'm spending $2,000, I'm about to go buy me some other designer, some insane stuff, and that's it. That itself, I'm still not feeling comfortable doing. $2,000, I go buy something that I feel like costs more than that. These things right now are reselling for $8,000 though. Can't lie. That's a good flip if you ask me. However, it has to get respect. It has to be on the list. Seeing Dior collaborate with Jordan Brand on a Jordan 1, it's dope. It was a dope collaboration itself. The shoe itself is not a bad looking shoe. The problem with the shoe, in my opinion, and I always talked about it, it was just a plain looking shoe. You know what I'm saying? You take off that Dior branding on that Jordan 1 and replace it with a black check. It's just a typical Jordan 1. It's not like what made the shoe was the branding. That Dior going across the check. You know what I'm saying? You take off, I mean, OffWhite's not, well, I guess OffWhite's on this side, but take that off. Take all this off. And even this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Call this the Ripstop 5s, because that's what this material is called, Ripstop. The Ripstop 5s. These still hit. This shoe looks crazy, man. You know, the OffWhite branding makes it better, but that shoe still, like, is dope to me, in my opinion. I still would grab that shoe. It reminds me kind of like how the Take Flight 8s were. That olive joint that it had, you know, it had on it. It looked like it could be Travis Scott or whatever, but, you know, it is what it is. Mocha 1s. Like, I love those. You don't necessarily need the branding all the time. With the Dior 1, you take that branding off, it's a basic shoe. You know what I'm saying? So, to each his own. It's number 4, but it's a whore. It's a whore. Coming in at number 3, we have the Jordan 4 Union. Releasing August 29th for $250, we had the 2 pairs of the Jordan 4 Union. I'll let you choose which one you like the most of the best. The Union itself, I've bashed the shoe. I've talked bad about the shoe. And I'm going to keep that same energy. However, people loved the shoe. This shoe will probably be top 1 for some of these people out here. Number 1, number 2, number 3. I have to show respect when respect is due. As far as one of the best releases this year, the Union 4 does that. It did it again. I mean, last year, or was it the year before, in 2018, I think it was 2018. The Union was up there. Sakai's were up there. The Union 4 itself, it did numbers. You have to give it respect when respect is due. And when the shoe has the tongue flipped out, it looks so much better. I have to give it up to them. I'm happy there was a trick, and I knew there was some sort of trick to it because something just didn't seem right. But I'm keeping that same energy. I'm not gonna flip. I'm not gonna be copying and doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. At the same time, I don't mind admitting that I was wrong. Like if I end up going and buying them and copying them and rocking them, I'd be like, you know what? I was tripping. No, I'm not. But I really don't find the need. I mean, these things are going for like $800 now, $600 to $800, and I'm not spending that. They're not that good enough looking to me, but they are one of the best releases, if not the best, to some of y'all of 2020. The Union 4, a lot of people like them. A lot of people love them. And it is what it is. Union, they didn't strike out. They hit a home run this year. Salutes to them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in 2021 because there's a lot of samples that we saw. So maybe some of them are on the way. So coming in at number 2, we have the Nike Kobe 6 Grinch. The Nike Kobe 6 Grinch just released December 24th, Christmas Eve, at a retail price point of $180. Now, I looked on StockX, it said $190. I could be wrong. I paid resale. You feel me? I really wanted to put this one at number 1, but I had to be 100% honest with myself, and for that reason, then I had to knock it down to number 2. The shoe itself has not even lived in 2020. It's like releasing an album on December 31st. I would never do it. I would just release it on the 1st of January because I want people to have that new year, new me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have had Nike released that shoe any different because I get the vibes, Christmas, Grinch, you feel me? I understand. But it's hard to have that shoe be a shoe of 2020 when it's like, bro, if I would have bought it from Nike, I'd probably be getting that shoe, today or maybe Tuesday? And it's only like 3 days left. You can't release a shoe and 7 days later be a new year and expect it to be number 1. But at the same time, bro, like I'm kind of like cheating at the same time by putting it at number 2. Like number 1, number 2 ain't that much of a difference. But you get my point. Like if the shoe would have released in August, September, it'd be a whole different vibe. But it is like, I don't know, it's something I'm fighting. It's a mental fight. It's hard to put it at number 1 for 2020 when it's only been in 2020 for basically 7 days. You feel me? That's it. But it is at number 2. And I'm looking forward to getting it. The thing goes for like $370 and up or whatever. I'm happy I paid with the price I paid. I'm looking forward to getting it. And as funny as it may seem, I won't get the shoe till 2021. I won't get the shoe till next year, technically. So it won't even be a top 10 2020 pickup. It'll be a top 10 2021 pickup when I do that video next year, later on. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. You get my point? I don't know. Let me know how y'all felt about that. Where do y'all put the Kobe Grinch at on your list? Coming at number 1, you already know what it is, man. The OffWhite Jordan 4. The OffWhite Sale Jordan 4, man. It was released July 25th. Retail $200. It's here, man. Shout out to Tito, man. Shout out to Nicole's brother Tito, man. He sold me these guys for $600. He hit on my size, 10.5 women, 8.5 men. My size right now, I could sell this shoe right now for $1,100. When I bought it from him, I want to say the shoe was going for like $800 or something, maybe $1,000 already. The shoe itself is just insane. It's flipped. It's insane. You feel me? Nike Jordan brand made me eat my words. You feel me? I'm a guy that's been tired of the sale, right? Well, I've been sure as hell selling away this year, right? We've been selling and selling and selling. And my shoes I've been selling and selling it too, man. Go check out 2 Wild's Closet. But the Jordan 4 OffWhite, it hit different. The materials used, the ripstop once again, the suedes, the netting, the plastic, the clearness, you know what I'm saying? OffWhite, Virgil, they killed this shoe, the design. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in 2021. If they're going to do that bread 4 we've seen, where they flip the bread 4 pretty much in and out. I have yet to rock this shoe. You feel me? Ladies, y'all had the best shoe of 2020, and I had to intervene. I mean, it is. I paid resale, so look, I didn't take from y'all this time. I might took it away a couple times, but this one I just paid the big bucks. You feel me? I had to take that heat also, man. But these definitely are #1 of 2020 in my opinion. This release, the quality, the look, the color, the shoe. Jordan's back on top, man. Well, for me personally, this was the best shoe of 2020 last year. I can't remember what I did last year for 2019. I have to look, but then 2018 we did that one, and I think I tried to put the Concord up there. I can't remember what was last year. Last year, the Brev 11's up there though too. I mean, Jordan Brand they just do it, man. Every year they just do it. Let me know where y'all put this one, the Jordan for sale. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on your list. Give me your top 3, give me your top 5 down below in the comment section. Let's see what we gotta think, man. Let's work together. You feel me? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one, man. It's your boy Tony D2 Wild. I'm checking in. I'm checking out. Peace.